Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market Prep at the Close. I'm Spencer Israel. That's Joel Elconin. Joel, today is one of those days you want to put your head under the desk and either cry or hide or both.
Harkens back to some of the volatility that we had back in February and March. Not a good day for the market, as evidenced here. We'll talk about UPS in a little bit. They tried to rally off the open, and it failed absolutely miserably. Couldn't get anywhere near yesterday's range. The bottom of yesterday's range actually couldn't even get near Monday's range. Monday's low was 33.56. That's history. Your pre-market high was 33.70 and a quarter, so we're nearly 100 handles after that. Off that, your intraday high 33.28 and a quarter. We came down to my last number on my sheet was 91 and a quarter. We got lower than that, folks. We got to 32.70.75, and I'm scrounging here on the dailies. I was doing a little research before we came on, and I can't find a daily low under 32.70.75 until you get on an intraday basis down to 32.16. So this area here now, we're going to go straight there tomorrow. I don't know, but that's what the market pretty much been 32.75 to 32.90 over the last couple hours here. A little consolidation going into the close. Bad day for crude, down 217 at 37.40. Right down to the bottom of that trading range, folks. Better hold 37. A pair of lows under 37 we can take a look at as well. Those pair of lows come in from early September at 36.60 or 36.69, if that's an area. What is it? Yep. 36.69 and 36.66 if you're looking for an overnight target on the downside in the crude oil market. Gold getting shellacked here, down 32.60 at 18.79.30. Silver joining in a big way. Silver down 5%, 4.64%. That's a $1.14 for you silver bugs, 23.43. And set a little bit Bitcoin today. We're $600 off the high, down 480. 13,205. So a little profit taking volume over 10,000 there in Bitcoin. So big volume day on the downside. Looked like you got a little bit of profit taking in the cryptocurrency.
Yeah. So, I guess how does today compare to early September? Is it in line with those couple of days there that we had there?
What do you mean? Where we came down?
Yeah, just
Good point. Let me
the magnitude of the move.
We haven't had 100-point range in a long time, and that's what we had today. No, those September lows that you're talking about, here's when we made that all-time high, and then this is when we had the tech wreck coming off. So no, we are not back down here at the 3,200 level. That's where the lows in September, but certainly giving a lot of these gains back here. The old double top and a double top here. This kind of looks a little bit head and shouldery here. So we'll see. Moving back towards the lows of the session here as we speak. But just not a good day in the market. What can you say?
Yeah, so you've got, lockdowns happening now overseas in Europe. You've got nervousness about next week. You've got everything. Yeah, everything is coming to a head now. We're less than a week away. I guess so. I was wrong about the 3,400 level. I guess, is there any reason to
think we're going to get back up there?
Well, I guess between now and Wednesday, right?
Gosh, anything can happen. I mean, I didn't think we were going to have, this kind of rally, that we had. And I kind of got flat-footed here on this break. I really thought we were going to trade 3,300 to 3,400 in the election. This was back here. That didn't happen. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to rule out anything at this point in the market. Very important for today's low to hold. And as of right now, we don't even know what that is. We're 12 points off that low of the session.
All right, let's talk some individual stocks here. I want to credit Jason Raznick for this idea. He was on our midday broadcast with Luke and myself for a few moments, and he mentioned the Smith and Wesson, the company that changes their ticker every other year, it seems like. But SWBI, if you're thinking about lawlessness next week, or if you're afraid of a Biden win and increased regulation, SWBI is having a really good day today. Contraindicator.
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that stock, but
All right, fine.
I
Fine.
will. I will. Hey, you
I
know
just thought
what?
that was interesting. It's up 3.5% today. There's blood in the streets, and it's up 3.5%.
Yeah, I mean, here, boom, there you go. I'll draw a little line for y'all.
Pull up your
There
chart.
you go. That's a breakout.
Pull up your chart.
If
We can see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get back to the chart here. I got a line for you. Been drawing a lot of lines lately on the charts, and it kind of helps me out here. But there's your breakout. 1772. Let's call it $18. You're right there right now. Those were some highs in September, October, and once again. So that's what I'm looking at in SWBI. Breakout over 18 here. But had a nice run since the March low, over tripled. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's even if you go out and buy a gun today, it's not going to be reflected in the next
Right.
quarter's earnings. So that's a look at and RGR is up to date too. So
Contraindicators.
yeah,
All right.
I'd rather not talk about these
Okay.
stocks.
As far as the earnings calendar here, big day today. We've got Visa, Teladoc, eBay, Fastly, Pinterest, ServiceNow. Tomorrow morning, also big. Twitter tomorrow morning, Spotify and Shopify, and of course Moderna tomorrow morning. So we've got a lot of earnings coming in the between the close today and tomorrow's open. Joel, let's look at Overstock here, because these social media names were holding up relatively well to the rest of the market. I mean, Pinterest is down 6.5% today with everything.
Overstock is a social media stock.
No, I meant Pinterest. I'm sorry. I pulled
Okay.
up Pinterest on my chart, but I guess I said Overstock to you because I was looking at my calendar and I saw Overstock. But Pinterest.
I tell you, these are always tough calls,
Yeah.
and this already had its move right off the snap,
Yep.
and now people are thinking, well, just because Snap had good earnings, that doesn't mean Pin Interest is going to have good earnings. So, pretty clear line in the sand here. You had the gap and go. You have the low here at 48.29. So if that falls, today's low is pretty close to it. Why not come back here and fill this gap? 46.19. I think if you do get a pop here in this market environment, let's see, all-time high in Pin Interest, 53.87. So keep an eye on that in the pop. But it looks like people aren't waiting around to find out about the report, taking some profit. So just because Snap had good earnings doesn't mean Pin Interest is going to blow it away too. And different market environment too, right? The market wasn't getting whacked when Snap had reports. So different market environment, different companies.
It's true. I think people may be thinking that maybe the stay-at-home trade's back, because if you look at Teladoc today, it's having a good day. So
yeah, it is. It is.
If anything, this means that expectations now are even higher based on today.
Do they report today?
They report today. Yeah.
Oh wow. They punted, they tarred and feathered that thing after it did the acquisition, and now it's slowly been battling its way back. I mean, not too far off all-time highs. Getting back up to this rebound high. So I'll just give you a couple levels here. You had a big drop from the 239 level. That was the day after it made the all-time high, and I think that might have been after they did the acquisition. 236.80 was the other high here. So let's call it 237 to 240 if this thing gets going to the upside. Potential resistance. You do got a lot of people stuck here above this level. See if they intend to lighten up into this report. Higher lows the last three sessions. I guess if they whacked it, you got to look at that 210 low. That was only from 3 days ago. Also had a low in that area at 206.50. So pretty wide parameters on that one, but it is a $250 stock. Folks, coming into the low of the day here, we are about to make a new low. The low was 32.70.75. We were at 32.70 and a half is the low. Excuse me, 70.75 is the low. So a little bit of nervousness heading into the final 9 minutes of trading. Might have been a few selling balances in there to get us going to the downside.
Gosh, and I know we banned it from the show. Maybe that was just in the morning, but did you see GE today?
Yeah.
I mean, what a wild day for GE.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Opened up, it rallied, was really in the green. Didn't quite get back to that magic $8 level, and people said, "Wait, this is GE. I'm ringing the register." Cha-ching, and here you go, coming right back down. Not a good candle considering giving back all those gains from yesterday.
Yeah, I just thought that was, I mean, that was quite a move there. And I don't know what that random bar is at 8:45. That looks like a
What do you mean?
odd
Let me
one.
see. Let me see. I don't have the pre-market chart up here. I mean, we always talk about those fingerprints going up.
Yeah, that's what I think it might have been because it's
Okay.
a random bar there. What else from the chat here? Let's go. Okay, Apple. Ooh, 2 days away from their report. Let's see what the expected move is for Apple.
As of right now, yeah, we can see what it is.
Yeah, give me a second to pull it up. Okay, 5.9%. I'm sorry.
Well, if you wanted to, if you wanted to buy this thing going into the report, you know, they're giving you a chance. They're giving you a chance to buy it. Let me pull up Apple here. Boy, if it wasn't sell the news on the what was it, the Apple event, the new iPhone reveal?
Yeah.
Yep. You know what? Let me get their eye. It's right here, man. This was it.
There it is. New app, new iPhone. There it is.
I think you were talking about that one, Spencer.
I mean, I'm probably gonna get one. My phone's like.
Oh, I'm gonna get one too. I mean, this thing is ancient. I'm just waiting for it to die.
Yeah, I'm with
you. And then same thing with your Amazon. What would they? Was this the right here? When was Prime Day? Was that a while ago?
That was like a week ago. It feels like a month ago, but it was like last week or 2 weeks ago.
What was the actual date? Yeah, no, this was it.
13th and 14th, right?
Yeah, look at that.
Was that it?
Ooh. Yep.
Wow.
Look at that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Coming in off those. Like I said, like reports, and I've been saying this and maybe getting a little heat for it. I just think this environment with earnings, you're reporting earnings this week. I mean, you're up against, COVID, you're up against an election. Look what they did to this UPS. They beat by 42 cents and they beat by $1 billion. And look at that thing. Straight down. I bet this is gonna be one Triple D is gonna wish he didn't cover. And it's dragging FDX along with it too.
Yeah, so what's interesting is this entire time here, every dip has been bought. There's always been buyers ready to pounce at some point, right? And every time we've dipped, we've asked, okay, well, are the buyers exhausted?
Too low.
Buyers exhausted. Are the buyers exhausted? And it hasn't happened yet. But here we are asking that question again, right? When are the buyers going to come in? And it hasn't happened today.
2,200. I don't know. You might just got a few margin sells there. That little burst right there.
Oh man, Joel,
like you're not taking that home. And just blasted through the low of the session.
This is your doomsday, right? We're at the low of the day at 355. This is your worst case scenario, right?
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna get some follow through here. I don't think there was any bad news here. I just think people that were like holding on. Okay, I'm going to hold on to 355, and if not, then boom, the margin clerks come in and say liquidate, liquidate, liquidate. So that's what you have, little margin selling here. But I told y'all that on the dailies. I mean, when I say there's nothing on the dailies here, this is what I mean. This is your daily lows here. Do we have a date with 3,200 tomorrow? Well, tune in. Maybe tonight, the way they hit this thing last night, 32.64. That's your last print. We are just selling off hard into the session. Was there a couple build to sell there? Did anybody catch that and did not keep an eye on what
I
the
don't know, but
imbalances
that
were?
move in Apple just there. I mean, holy cow! And everything. It's not just Apple, but wow.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom. What do you got here in Apple? I mean, if you're looking for a daily low here, next support point Apple 107.67. That's your next daily low. There's nothing under there, and then 105 even, and then the September low that came in at 103.10. So let's see. Let's see what's going into the how it reacts going in. Well, it's reports on Thursday after the close, right? So a lot can happen between now and then.
Oh man, Microsoft too. This thing never stood a chance today.
Yeah, I
Their,
mean,
their report was perfectly fine, right? Perfectly fine.
yep, it all depends when you report. I was watching this one and last night, and I'm like, okay, where's the rally? Where's the rally? No rally, and then boom. Looks like this one has a date with the lows of the mood in September. If you're looking for this under 200 bucks, you got a pair of lows, 196 and a quarter, 196.38. So the way we're moving today, that could come into play tomorrow. Finally, Coin Collector, finally Wall Street catching up with Main Street. Yeah, we were talking how the markets have been disconnected, and man, there's some reconnection going on now. Someone says even GME is tanking. I haven't looked at GameStop in a while.
Yes, yes. But how is Hertz doing? Oh my
Uh, oh
Hertz is up
man,
10% today.
this is a big. Oh, that's actually been in a 3-day slide here. But man, this thing's just unbelievable. This thing got up near 16 bucks. You do have a couple lows in this area, 1150, 1140 under HUD here. So it's got some work to do tomorrow to avoid going back to single digits.
No, Hertz is up 10% today.
Oh, geez.
I mean, it's a $1 stock, so 10% isn't saying a lot, but this thing doesn't go
That's
away.
all people can afford to buy after today. Is
Won't die. This
yeah.
company won't die.
Yeah. Just hit a low 61.75. And here we go. A little bit of a turnaround trying to close off the lows of the session.
All right, let's do a couple more here from the chat before we wrap up this
Sure.
today. What about Chewy? They report as well. They are tomorrow morning, I believe.
They're looking for a good report on this one. Stay at home play, get your pet food. Up 433. They better blow it away after that kind of day right that. They're after the close. If you look at a target here, all-time high was made at 74.84. Now that is reachable here. All depends on the report. I mean, if it's a bad report, there's a lot here on the downside here, just because it's just had such a tremendous run. I won't look at the last two lows, but if we go into reverse, you have a short, you're praying for something, 62. That splits some lows, 61.68, 62.04. Just made a new low at 60.75. Folks, less than a minute to go. Anything else you want to look at?
I stand corrected on that. I don't have the confirmed date for Chewy.
Okay.
So they're not reporting, not that I can see, not reporting tomorrow. I do not have a confirmed earnings date for Chewy. All right, Joel, it is 4:00. We are closed. And for whatever it's worth, we were like a couple of pennies off of the low of the day.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, 60.75. You panic selling there in the last stanza. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, that's the only level you have for tomorrow. I mentioned those daily lows closer to 3,200 tomorrow. We'll see what happens with the cases. We did have big overnight action here, so that's it. Trying to settle off the lows of the session. The farther we get away from that 3265, the better number it comes out. So we'll see what happens tomorrow morning.
All right. Tomorrow morning, another day, a clean slate. Everyone, have a good rest of your day today. Hit the like button. We appreciate all likes. I don't want to see us with less than 100 likes on any one video. So get us over 100. That would make my day just a little bit better here. Thanks for the participation. As always, we appreciate that in the chats. Please remember all the information from our show meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Everyone, breathe. It's over. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning. And we're off.